right? So another area where attackers are spending a lot of time, search engine malware. You guys use search engines? I know I've become so lazy that even if I know what domain I'm going to, so I know, say I'm going to like barracudasnetwork.com. I'm too lazy to type all that, right? So I just, instead of typing all that in the address bar, there's a nice little easy search bar right there. So I'll just type Barracuda, and I'll let it do the work, because I'm too lazy to type .com, right? I see some of you laughing because you do the same thing, right? I know exactly what site I'm on at NBA.com, but I'm too lazy to type the rest of it, or I just let the search engine do the work. The point is, attackers are realizing that there's so many eyeballs on search engines, right? You're an attacker, you're trying to feed your kids, you're trying to make money, you're trying to increase your profits. How do I get in front of more users? How do I have more returns for my attacks? And look at these numbers of how many people use search engines every day. Right, so the attackers realize this, and what they're doing are two things. They're trying to make their malicious sites show up on the other side of search engine results. And there's two ways to do this. Either they can make fake sites and use search engine optimization to get those sites ranked high, or they can, you already have a site that's ranked high, they can decide to target your site and come after it to actually use your credibility and reputation. So we knew this was happening. We've been hearing about this for the last year or two. You know, search engine optimization by attackers. Attackers are running these rings. So we built this system. We call it the search engine malware crawler. And the goal of the system is to actually kind of pretend to be users and see what's going on. So these different search engines will tell you what's popular. If you go to Google, it has hot trends. If you go to Yahoo, it has it's popular. Everybody has a different name. So Google, Yahoo, Bing, even Twitter. They'll tell you what are people searching for right now. What's hot today? You know, Schwarzenegger is hot today, and Heat is hot today, and Osama is hot today, and you know, whatever is hot, you know, Royal Wedding, whatever. What's that? Sony, yeah, Sony's hot today. Yeah, anybody else? What's that? The Bulls were not hot last week. They'll win one in Miami, though, right? Right? What is one? Okay, that's good. All right. So, but whatever people are searching for, so it's interesting. When I get back to Atlanta, I'm sure that one of the hot topics this week is roads, right? But it's every day they change, every hour they change. So what we do is build this system to actually search every hour, see what people are searching about, actually go and pull up the results, just like a normal user, and then we look at those results for malware. Right? So the whole point is to be predictive and proactive and see where the attackers are hiding malware before our users stumble across it. So here's a snapshot of what we've seen. Here's a view of running this for 5 months. 4 engines, Bing, Google, Yahoo, Twitter. We ran this for 5 months around the clock. This gave us 157,000 popular topics. It gave us 36 million search results. And again, we weren't searching for malware. We weren't searching for screensaver or hack me, or we're just searching for whatever's popular. You know, Jersey Shore's popular that day, and we're searching for Jersey, whatever's popular that day. And so the question is, did we find any malware? We talked about this, or we didn't. The question is how much? 34,000 pieces of malware we found. Just by searching for normal things that your users are searching for. So that's about 200 pieces a day of malware that's just on the other end of search engine results. Right? So that means about 1 in every 1,000 search results led to malware, and about 1 in every 5 search topics led to malware. So here's an example. It's across all the different search engines. What's interesting, we've been doing this for about 1.5 years. When we first started doing this, 70% of it was on Google. And now what we see is it's spread across different search engines pretty easily. So the attackers actually practiced on Google. They made sure it worked, they made sure it was effective. Now that it works, they're doing it on Bing, they're doing it on Yahoo, and they're doing it on Twitter. So here's an example. Yes. So you heard of this guy, right? He plays basketball or something. Who's in town? So a year ago, he was changing jobs. Yeah? It's a normal guy changing jobs, right? So he was working for some company in Cleveland, and he was going to go relocate, and everybody wanted to know where he was going. Remember, he's going to LA, he's going to New York, he's going to Miami. It was a big thing. This was last summer. So it's a big thing to search for. LeBron James team, LeBron James announcement, LeBron James Twitter. There are rumors about this and that. So here's the first page of Google results. We search for LeBron James Twitter. And here's the thing, LeBron James has a party tonight, he brought a house, this and that. So you click. And it's like, oh, you want to read this content, you need to update your version of Adobe Flash. You need Adobe Flash Player 11. Adobe hasn't released Player 11 yet. It wasn't my computer, so I just pressed continue. Right? And we get rogue antivirus. Right? And so, this is the type of thing that we see day in, day in. So we saw that, we see about 200 pieces of malware on search engines every day. As a company, we see tens of thousands of new pieces of malware every day. So the question, how do we keep up with it? So we built a system that we call Maltrace. And it actually takes malware, it drops it in a virtual machine, which feels just like a normal user's desktop. It runs Windows, and we have all types of pictures and stuff sitting around, and it thinks it's running a normal user desktop. And it gets comfortable, it kicks its feet up, and it does what malware does. It calls home, command and control, it sends a little spam, it does whatever it's doing. Meanwhile, we're just taking full network traces of everything that it's doing, and we're using it to create signatures to block this malware in the future. So it's a pretty interesting effect to be able to get through 100,000 pieces of malware a day and actually make real-time signatures for it. Here's one of my favorite areas. So social attacks. So Facebook, Twitter, all these things that no one in here admits to use, right? So who uses Facebook? Most people? Yeah, Twitter? Some of you guys? So things have been busy on Facebook. You guys wake up, one or two of you guys woke up, hello. So this is actually the censored version. This blue thing I added to keep the people 13. But this is, you've seen these before, you see them all the time, right? Just say, this guy was tagged in this person's album. And hey, check out this website. Go click here. And it uses a picture that's eye-catching, right? Look at the details of the picture. There's 50 people tagged in it. Now, I don't know if you're looking at the picture, but there's one person that took it, right? There's 50 people tagged in it, right? So what's going on here, right? So 50 people, imagine everybody has 1,000 friends. That's 50,000 people that saw this advertisement. So 50,000 people. So go back to those spammers. Remember those spammers and half the spam disappeared? Right? These guys are trying to feed their kids and make money. So if you're trying to feed your kids and make money, what are you going to do? Would you rather send 50,000 individual spam messages around the world, have them fall in the spam filter, 99% of them are blocked? Or if you want to reach 50,000 people, would you rather post one picture on Facebook and have 50,000 people see this? Like, which one's most likely to feed your kids? So now that you put it that way, right? So this is what we're seeing. The attackers are taking advantage of the viral features and the efficiencies and the scale of the social networks to make their life easier. So this is why we see this day after day. So 50 people tagged, 50,000 people saw this ad. If you actually click on this ad, here's the site that we would visit. It's claiming to sell shoes. It has Nikes, it has UGG boots, whatever you're into, it has. If you look at the prices, these are kind of below wholesale, so not sure what the shoe's going to look like. Hanging off the side, if you're lucky, the glue might be. Most likely you'll just get fraudulent charges on your credit card. Right, so this is the type of attack that we see. Basically, using that to draw you in, using fake merchandise to get your financial information, and then they're shipping appliances to Romania on your behalf. So, here's another attack that's from Facebook. This is a real thing. It's actually my name there. So this is something that I received with my Facebook account. So it's this lady, Kate Wrigley. We work together. She's a sales engineer. So I'm on Facebook, which I rarely do. So I'm on Facebook and I get this message that shows up. It says, hey Paul, you got a second? I'm like, hey, what's up? I want you to try something real quick. She's a sales engineer. So I'm thinking, oh, she's at a customer site, something's going wrong with a product maybe, let me see. I said, okay. She says, okay, Paul, try this test and see what you get. I could only get a 105. That's not a product. So then I'm like, hey, what is it? And she said, oh, let me know what you get. No one can beat me except for Adam. Haha, LOL. And so at this point, I realized that something is a little fishy, so I started to do my little authentication program. Hey, where are you? Right, so it stops responding. But what you see here is this is obviously not Kate typing. This is a piece of malware on her computer, has access to her Facebook credentials, and is smart enough to reach out to her friends, create Facebook IM chats, and actually has enough intelligence built in to have a little bit of artificial intelligence conversation.
You just can't spell.
You just can't spell?
Right.
You don't like reading? What did you say? So what's interesting, so here we go. You have a piece of malware sitting on Kate's computer. Okay? So again, you're in a scammer. You're out there trying to attack people and make money. Feed your kids, pay your bills, right? So what do you rather do? You have a bot out there. You want that bot to spend its time sending 100 spam messages? Or would you rather that bot spend its time sending automated social engineering attacks to Facebook friends? Which one's most likely to get that link click? Right? So everybody looked at me when I said, hey, spam volume went down 50% last year. You looked at me like, who's this wacko? Right? So this is what we're seeing. This is where the attackers are spending their time. This is where the botnets are spending their time. This is where the attackers are spending their days and nights. A few other examples from Facebook. So, did anybody see the movie Social Network? Yeah? A couple people saw the movie Social Network. Were you like in technology, saw the movie Social Network? Did your friends see it and your friends started calling you and everybody wanted to go to Social Network in the weekend? Yeah? Everybody's like, wow, you made $1 million in a weekend. Let's do this Saturday. A little bit more than that. So, here's a Facebook app that was showing up. It says, hey, Facebook will close down today. Mark Zuckerberg. It must be official because it uses his whole name. Right? Facebook owner is shutting down the network. And if you want to keep your account, you have to click here. So if you click there, it's the official announcement account verification. I use the word official just so you know that it's real. And so you get there, what it wants you to do is install an app. It wants you to install the Social Network Close Down Official Announcement app. So now, what does that want to do? This app wants some permissions. It wants to access your basic information. So that's your name, your friends, your photos, all that stuff. And then would like the ability to post to your wall. Okay? Then, it would like to access your data anytime. So whether you're logged into Facebook or not, whether you're asleep or at the gym, no matter what you're doing, it'll like to log in if you don't mind. Right? And then my favorite, it'll also like to manage your pages. So if you have access to your company's Facebook page, or your churches, or your soccer teams, if you don't mind, it'll like to manage those too for you. Right? So this is the type of thing that we see. Here's another. Light jacking. Light jacking. So I see a couple more people waking up back there. Yeah. So it's a very common thing. Hey, this guy likes this link. This guy likes this link. And hey, Dad walks in and this TV anchor is exposing her body online, and you're like, there's a video, and you click because you want to see the video. This guy likes it. I want to see. He's a professional. I've been working. And so you click it. You want to see the link, so you click it, and what happens is, hey, here's the video. You just click there and press play, right? The problem is, there's no video. The whole thing here is an image, right? There's no video. You're sitting there and you want to see what happens. And the whole thing is no video, it's an image. But when you click that image, what the attacker did is they had that entire thing that claimed to be a video frame disguised, and it's really a Facebook like button. So they're taking advantage of the Facebook Graph API, and they're taking your click, and as soon as you click that, you're waiting to see what happens. What shows up on your profile is, oh, Paul Judge likes Italian dress as well. And that's what it's called light jacking. And then after that, what they do is you click in, wait to see the video. Instead of seeing the video, you get a survey. And these surveys are basically affiliate programs, and if you actually fill out the survey and provide some contact information, then they might get a kickback for a couple dollars from whoever sponsored the survey. So this is one of the monetization techniques that the attackers are using. All right, so they lure you in with this video, they use light jacking to actually help spread it virally to your friends, and then they use surveys to actually monetize the attack.